Hello guys. Welcome to Rogue Recaps. Today I am going to explain a sci-fi series known as Upload. Watch out for spoilers and take care. The story begins by showing an advertisement of Lakeview, where humans can upload themselves into a virtual afterlife. Nora Anthony is an employee in Horizon, works as an upload client support. Nathan Brown is a computer engineer. The car is self-driving. Nathan uses joystick to drive the car rashly. Jamie, his friend, visits Nathan on Thanksgiving and surprised to see Ingrid, Nathan's girlfriend. Jamie doesn't like Ingrid. Even Nathan's family doesn't like Ingrid. Chloe, his niece, and Nathan is having fun by dancing. Nathan goes for shopping groceries. His self-driving car malfunctions and crashes, leaving him wounded. While in the hospital with his vitals rapidly dropping, his wealthy girlfriend Ingrid suggests his consciousness be uploaded so that they can still be together. Nathan hastily agrees and goes through the uploading process. By doing the process, his head is evaporated. Nora is downloading files from his brain and creates his avatar using his pictures. Alicia, Nora's friend, jokes that Nathan is very young and cute. Nora activates his consciousness and explains about the things to do in Lakeview. She tells that she is his handler and if he needs anything just call her by referring Angel. At first everything seems fine and Nathan is happy with his new afterlife, until he realizes the many restrictions involved. Nathan goes to the cafeteria for eating food, but to his bad luck, all the food vanishes because of timing. Luke introduces to Nathan and becomes friends. Luke explains about the torrent, which is the link between the Lakeview and the real world. Nathan is surprised about his new powers and enjoys it. Nathan doesn't like ads and is angry about Lakeview. Nathan is ready to end it all by jumping into a torrent stream and committing virtuicide, until stopped by Nora, his human handler, who helps him cope with this new life. As she leaves her desk at the end of her shift, a file folder containing a corrupt memory file of Nathan's remotely opens and certain files are deleted. Nathan needs to take therapy because he tried killing himself. Nathan is introduced to his therapist Ernie, whose avatar is a Labrador Retriever. He tasks Nathan with meeting 5 new uploads and learning more about them. In the real world, Nora is working to get an employee discount so she can have her dying father uploaded when he dies. Nora's boss refuses to sign the discount paperwork unless Nora gets a 4.8-star customer service rating by the end of her shift. Nathan sees a boy hiding in the bush. The boy asks him the coast is clear. The boy and AI guy fights dramatically. Luke is going to bath, so he switches to privacy mood. The boss spies on Luke and enjoys it. Nathan meets David Choke, his wealthy neighbor, asks what he was doing when he was alive. He replies that he was a computer engineer and was doing a program where everyone can upload free, but he cannot remember the details. Choke suggests that Nathan might have been murdered for his work on a free alternative to Lakeview which would have threatened a multi-billion-dollar industry. Nathan's cousin Fran is investigating his accident, and finds his car was tampered with because it is unable to give proper information about the crash. Dylan tries to video chat with his friend, but cannot connect. Nora asks his friend to talk with Dylan, but his friend doesn't want to talk to him. Nora tells to Dylan that he should need to move on. Dylan gives 3-star, making Nora sad. Nora also helps Choke, but he gives only 3-star. Nathan overhears that Nora needs to improve her customer service rating and out of kindness gives her multiple 5-star ratings. Nora is also able to fix one of Nathan's corrupt memory files and finds out about a software deal he was preparing before his death. Nathan goes to Ernie and tells him that he had met 5 uploads. News reporter reports about the first download. Nathan prepares for his funeral happening in the real world, assuming a lot of people will be there. Ingrid chooses his dress for the funeral. Before the funeral they watch news coverage of Rupert Tilford, a man who won the chance to be downloaded into a clone body. The process works for a few moments until Rupert's nose starts bleeding and he expresses discomfort before his head explodes. Luke and Ernie is having a conversation. Luke tells Ernie that he is Nathan's best friend and he is going to his funeral. Ernie tells that his funeral is today. He rushes to meet Nathan. Luke changes to his corporal suit and meets Nathan. They enter the hall and meets Mildred, Ingrid's grandmother who resides in Lakeview. Nora attends his funeral in New York and meets 3 former girlfriends from his college days, who inquire about her connection to him. Nathan meets his family and talks with them. The memories of Nathan's is displayed. Chloe and Nathan makes fun of each other. Fran questions Ingrid about the accident, not believing Nathan died prematurely, and Nathan finds out there wasn't much money given to his surviving family from his unfinished software deal. He's also disheartened by Ingrid's speech, as instead of praising his life she praises Rupert's, and his best friends leave during the funeral ceremony. Nathan argues with Ingrid. Ingrid is furious and threatens Nathan that she will delete him. Nathan is informed by Fran that she's investigating the accident and plans on suing the car company because of shady details behind the accident. Nora finds out that Nathan's business deal never went through, and when she interviews the man in Nathan's software, she is denied any information. Nathan calls his best friend Jamie, but he doesn't reply. Choke is teaching Nathan how to play golf. Nathan tells Nora about the funeral incident, which made him sad. Nora takes Nathan to 2 gigs, which is Lakeview's lowest class of upload. Nora explains to Nathan that they get 2 gigs of data a month. If 2 gigs are over, the person froze till next month. He is frustrated that Horizon is more interested in getting money for upgrades than providing an equal opportunity experience for all residents. Nathan tells Nora that his life purpose is to help 2 gigs by giving food to them. During a Vogue interview, Nathan blows the interview by telling that Ingrid literally owns him, and Ingrid no longer loves him as she refuses to use a VR suit to have sex with him. Nathan calls Nora and asks if relationship can work between uploads and living person. Nathan and Nora's friendship becomes closer. The interview is published in Lakeview News. Luke tells Nathan that her cat looks disgusted. Ingrid uses a sex suit and unexpectedly shows up at Nathan's room and prepares to have sex with him. Nora sees them and gets sad. Nathan could not get an erection. Ingrid calls tech support. Nathan feels embarrassed about the awkward situation when Nora comes to help. But Nathan gets an erection from Nora, while Ingrid is distracted by her cat in real life. Nora tells Alicia about the incident, and Alicia tells her that she likes Nathan. Alicia suggests Nora to install dating app. Fran continues her investigation into Nathan's accident. The robo-arm does not give any details to Fran. Fran calls the manager, and upon viewing surveillance footage from the grocery store, discovers that Ingrid went to Nathan's car while he was inside. Fran is sure that Ingrid killed Nathan.